Hey, everybody. Welcome to episode 16 of Natty and Not. We are your hosts,
I am Alexis and I am Natty.
and I'm Mike, and I'm not. But what I am, or what I'm being told, is by two gentlemen this week, separate times, separate places.
Yeah, what'd they tell you?
One told me I'm an absolute fucking unit, and and another buddy of mine, John, shout out John, replied to one of my posts of me squatting 455. And also said confirmed I was a unit. So
He confirmed the
dou-
unitness.
double confirmation.
So
So
wait,
that made me feel like $1 million.
you squatted 455. When did you actually move on from 405?
Oh, a couple weeks ago when we talked about it, I think
I know, but it
episode
wasn't that long
13.
ago.
It was only about 3 or 4 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago.
You fucking added fucking 50 pounds in 3 fucking weeks.
Yeah, you got in my
That's,
head,
in,
man, and I keep pushing myself.
that's insane. Well, you should keep pushing yourself, but that's
Yep.
insane.
Yeah. No, I was crazy pumped up.
Fucking Christ.
Eyes on 500. Eyes
You
on
should
500.
probably get different knee straps and not ones from Amazon that are some
Not
goofy
one.
fucking Amazon brand.
My Gym Reapers, bro. How dare you?
Gym Reapers.
They fucking reap the gym.
Yeah, you should probably get remember
Yeah.
that guy I was telling you about? He was like squatting. I went there at like a weird time on a Friday. It was like mid-afternoon and there was like some big giant power lifter guy in the cage with like 700 pounds on, and he had people
Holy
like
shit.
slapping him and shit.
Oh yeah,
He
you
had
were
like
telling me.
4 or 5 spotters, and one guy, he was like, "You slap me," and that guy's like, I don't want to do that."
You slap me, you punch me.
That guy told me about these I don't know. He was going on and on and on about his straps, and I was just like,
So,
"Yeah, mine are from Amazon."
yeah, uh, dude, did they ship Prime? I mean, that's pretty good.
It's pretty
I
good.
yeah, I don't know. I just got the elastic ones that like you can make them as tight or as loose as you want them.
Well, I like the
But
wraps for that
I
because the
feel
sleeves bunch up around my knees, and then I don't feel like I get any support.
yeah, I don't like the sleeves just because like I don't know. I feel like they don't hold my knee tight enough. I tried yours at one point, and
Yeah,
I just didn't like the way they felt. I'd rather have control over the tightness of the straps, and that just
sure.
provides like a level of security for me, at least mentally, if nothing else.
Well, even if like you're having knee pain one day, or maybe like you just feel like you need a little extra support, you can adjust it. I love the strappies, the straps for that. I didn't like the knee sleeves. For that, it would be like tight at the top and then tight at the bottom and like a big old floof around my knee.
Yeah.
And then they were such a pain in the ass to wrestle on.
Well, yeah, that's the other thing I like, and plus they get all like sweaty and like caked up. I didn't like that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
These
The knee wraps, like for me, they just work. They
I
work
like them.
great.
I like them too.
So
You
I
should
don't
probably
know
get some
what I
more
like.
powerful ones though, if you're gonna be trying to put 500 pounds on the bar.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't know. It's that much weight like scares me. Yeah, and it's only like 45 more pounds. Like it doesn't. It's like not that much, but it's a lot more. But I'm also
Yeah.
to the point to where like my first rep or two when I'm squatting down, I'm like shaking almost
Yeah. Well, you're working your ass off
because
because you're getting 10 reps.
I'm bracing. Yeah, well, once I get going, yeah, but the first rep, like going down, I'm always just like, ah, I don't know. It's like a little bit like jittery, and I think it's just
Mhm.
like because I'm trying to control the weight as I'm going down, right? I'm not trying to
But
like
you
flop
well,
down and then bounce back up.
let's just put that out. I don't even think with 450 pounds you would bounce. I think if you're going down, you're fucking going down and you're not bouncing back up. Not with
Yeah,
that kind of weight.
I usually only go 90 degrees. Like I couldn't go ass to grass with that weight. There's no way.
Okay. don't get mad at me for this, but would you be able to even go ass to grass with like just the bar? Like
But
you
with
don't
one
have that kind of mobility.
no, I just don't. Yeah, it's just I
Your
just
hips don't do that. Your knees don't do that. Like
I
your
don't
ankles don't
I
do
don't have
that.
the what is it, ankle flexion? Like I just can't get
You don't
yeah,
have that sort of
I don't have that
range.
range of motion, which is why I got to do the heels elevated.
Yeah.
That actually helped me out a ton because I was like shorting it before. I wasn't getting even 90 before, and
Yeah.
then started doing the heels elevated, and I was like, all right, at least I can get 90 now.
Yeah. And you do get a solid 90. Like even your last couple of reps, like you're not shorting yourself. You're not doing like a half rep. You're doing your full
Yeah,
range of motion.
yeah,
You're
yeah.
doing good.
I'm not doing a 3-inch squat, but
3 inch.
yeah, 1,000 pounds, 2 inches. Watch this. Ha ha.
Like that guy oh my
That
God,
was
the
like
one
The
on
Rock.
Instagram that would put like all of this, he would get like every fucking plate in the gym.
Oh, that obnoxious guy that wears like 3 belts and he like slaps
Yeah,
himself
yeah.
and shit. That guy cracks me up. He's always fucking ready to go. I mean, it's a
It's
real
like
asshole
every
thing to
plate
do
in
to
the gym.
take every weight. Yeah, every 45 in the gym, you're just like this fucking guy.
And then he's moving it like 2 inches.
Yeah, yeah, but he's technically he's working.
I
I don't
mean,
know.
is he?
It,
I don't know.
I mean, I think he's just doing it for the bit. But even for the
Oh,
bit, it's
I'm sure.
like
But could you imagine if that was, you
that's
know what though?
obnoxious.
It's a bit, but it also like could be real, which is why it's kind of like
Nah,
it's got to be a bit. No, but there are
my
people
brain
like
won't
that
let
who are
me.
just assholes.
My brain won't let that be real.
Mm.
That's gonna stay fiction for me. I'm
Oh my
sorry.
gosh. So I saw this dumb thing, weird sports pop up, and I only get like one or two good ones a week. But the weird sport that popped up this week was oh my God, what was it called? Wheelbarrow death races. Wheelbarrow. Am I saying that right? Wheelbarrow death
Mm.
races. Okay. So this is what this shit is. And I watched the whole, I don't know if I sent it to you.
You did,
You
yes.
watch
Go
the
ahead.
whole fucking thing because you can't look away. You're like, oh my God, these people are going to die. Okay. So it's like a real like hillbilly kind of thing. And they've got two teams of two racing each other.
Mhm.
And one person is in a wheelbarrow and it's a man because only a man would fucking do this. And the other guy like pushing the wheelbarrow and they're in like a dirt thing and they got to race down, circle a thing, and then race back. I couldn't tell if they're supposed to switch people at like the halfway point because before they got to the halfway point, in fucking comes a goddamn bull into like they're in like a pen. It's like a rodeo kind of a thing.
Yeah, yeah. It's like something you would see at a like tractor pull.
Like absolutely insane. So you get these two teams and they go down, they turn. I think as they get to the halfway point, they let this bull out into the ring.
Yep. The
And then
driver and
fucking
the person in the wheelbarrow and the person pushing switch.
they do switch.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then
And
the
then they
bull
have to avoid this bull. So the
run
thing
past the
I'm
bull.
watching, they get down, they switch, they start to come back, and this bull starts fucking charging these guys
Yeah. It's
because there's
exciting.
just four fucking men. And so like they're trying to like dodge and weave. This thing comes like bucking up, and you're like, oh my God. If they really died, would they show this on Instagram? Right? Like, I don't think that would really be out there as like a reel on social media. But it's like fucking tense. These guys are like running around trying not to die. Meanwhile, they're like, Billy, jump in. Trying to finish the fucking race. And eventually they do. Eventually, all four fucking dudes get back into the wheelbarrow positions and they go back. This is the wildest fucking thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Who
Fucking
does that?
I mean the bragging rights though, pretty good. Like, yeah, we did a wheelbarrow race. Bull tried to kill us and
Insanity.
we still won.
Oh my God. That was insane.
Legends.
That was insane. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. We'll stay tuned to your feed for fucking crazy shit,
I
dumb shit
know.
people do.
My feed is amazing for that. I don't know what but I fucking love all those things. I watch the whole goddamn thing.
Yeah.
Watch the whole thing. It's crazy. It's crazy how going back to like how heavy you're lifting.
Hmm.
You think it's just the food? Like, what do you think it is? Do you think it's
I think it's.
like
I mean,
how are you going so like how are you doing so much more than what you were doing like not that long ago? You've also blown up. Like those people
yeah.
are calling you a unit. When I look at you, you look like a fucking balloon animal. That's what I keep seeing that you're so like round
Yeah.
and bubbly. Like
I
you're
know.
like you look like a fucking balloon.
Yeah, it's wild. I'm up 30 pounds since like like over my stage weight when I weighed in at like 194, which is just insane in like 2 months.
And
Um,
you're what now?
225. Oh,
225.
224.6. So rounding up.
Oh, you came
Yes.
out and started screaming. But okay, but your peak season bulk,
It's 223.
fluffy, fluffy didn't really have a six pack anymore. You were
Floofy.
223.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you saw the picture I posted like last week. I was 220. And then 7 months ago, 220. Completely different person. Like
Yeah.
the amount of, or the, with the just the leanness that I am now
Hmm.
compared to before is like night and day. It's insane. I think yeah, most of it's attributed to just coming off the show. Like this is like
Yeah.
the what the rebound is all about. It's putting on as much lean tissue while your body's trying to absorb everything you're giving it. Um, and of course, like my sleep's been better. We've been going to bed earlier. I think
Yeah,
that's
we're
helped.
still on the going bed earlier
I think the
phase.
sleeps. Yeah, I think the sleeps helped. The food increases helped with the 2 cheat meals. Even
Do
though
you
my
think
calories are
that
still quite a bit lower, which is funny. That's also pretty funny. My calories is at, like, so I'm a pound and a half heavier than I was in my off season,
mhm,
and I'm about 1,000 calories, 1,300 calories less than what I was eating before
at your peak?
at my peak,
But
which is insane.
you're still reversing.
Still coming out of the
Yeah, like
show.
you're
Like,
not I guess I don't know. I don't know what a standard reverse looks like for a dude. I
yeah,
guess you're
and
close
especially,
at this point because you haven't hit maintenance yet, right?
I
Right.
don't
At
think
this
so.
point,
Yeah,
maybe you're still in a surplus.
yeah. The
So it's
last
weird is
couple
like,
weeks is like I've gained almost in the last 3 weeks. I've gained almost 15 pounds.
that's insane.
Yeah,
But you're not even eating that much. Like you're
no,
eating like 3,500 calories,
yeah,
right? So you're eating a pound of like 1 pound equivalent energy wise a day.
yeah.
It's where is your body getting it from?
I, Again, I think it's just the being so lean, plus the PEDs. I'm running a little bit higher of gear than I was before, but not. I mean, eh, like the difference of like 200 mgs. It's like not a huge
Not a
difference,
lot.
and I'm not running like a gram of anything. So it's
Do you
like,
think that your body was like starving for so long? And then like it was like you're still lifting heavy because you didn't even really lose much strength. You maintained your strength. You maybe lost like one or two things here or there, but not like significant or
yeah,
anything. I mean, you lost the equivalent of like a shitty day at the gym, just not feeling it right. You could have slept wrong. You lost 2 reps on your top set or like whatever, right?
yeah.
Nothing crazy. Do you think that your body was just still trying to add so much muscle and like the PEDs were working so hard to like try to work and they couldn't? And now all of a sudden it's like bam, floodgates are just open.
Yeah, and then now you give it fuel, and you're just like fucking kick into overdrive. I think, yeah, that's definitely. And I think there's a more scientific way of saying that, but yes,
Yeah, I don't know the scientific way of saying it.
I can only tell you bro sciencey terms
Photosynthesis.
like I got fucking swole and in the matter of weeks, bruh.
Not
And
the complex carbohydrate fueling your muscle to do the stacked condition photogenesis into growth
Optimized hypertrophy
optimization
optimization of your hypertrophic state. You know what I'm saying?
with your carbohydrate. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
yeah. So I think that's definitely so. I and who knows? Just like and maybe I just got in my head and I could always lift more, and I just haven't really been pushing myself as hard. Right? It could just be like
But you were still pushing yourself hard. I mean, when you were in prep, like you were giving it all you had.
yeah, but I wasn't like I was increasing some reps and weight in like in a couple of moves, but I wasn't like my squats were stagnant. It's only
But
until I
that's a
started
safety
eating
thing.
I felt like stronger. And then you had that one conversation with you were like, you could do more, and I was like, all right. And that's when I just kicked it up 10 pounds, right, and just like see how many I can get.
Yeah.
And that just
I was telling you to do that for a fucking while though. Like just add like a baby plate. Just
yep,
a baby plate. Just a
yep.
2.5 pound weight. Just a little one.
Yeah, so I've been didn't do 2.5 pounds, but I've been doing 10-pound jumps,
Yeah.
and it's been working great. And like, and I've been increasing my back off sets too. So like my back off sets are 405, which is awesome,
Yeah.
which is cool. So I'm doing like four. So my 405 for 12 reps, and then 405 for 10. So like I'm probably even going to start kicking up my back off sets a little bit more too. So
Yeah.
maybe I'll do like 415 or something.
So when do you start? Because now you're kind of going into like a health phase, right? So you're going to start backing off your PDs just to get down to like TRT
TRT.
level.
Yeah,
Okay.
just TRT, and then I'll probably still be running GH.
So what's the expectation of that for you? Like what do you hope to see? What's the goal of like backing off of all of those PEDs? Like what's the point?
Yeah, so the basically to hold on to as much lean tissue, whatever lean tissue I gained over this rebound, is to
Mhm.
basically lock it in. And hopefully coming down I'll lose some inflammation, for sure.
Mhm.
And I'll probably lose a little bit of water retention, which will be good. So I'll probably honestly drop a couple pounds. It might drop back down to 220,
Mm.
um, just with like the inflammation and the water retention. But the goal is to basically keep whatever I gained over this short amount of time, and just maintain and until I get lab work done that says I'm okay to go push again.
Gotcha. So goal is to hold essentially what you have minus the swelling and
Yeah.
water and all that stuff.
Yep.
Do you expect that your strength is going to hold?
I think it will. We were talking about this the other day. Like I have this mentality of when I'm on, gear running a cycle,
Mm.
I work out with the intensity of like, don't fucking waste this. Like, you can only do this so many times. There's a limitation. Don't fucking waste it, and like push yourself as hard as you can. And then when I come off and I'm just on TRT, I'm also in my head, and then I'm like, fuck PEDs. They do not define you. Push, you motherfucker. Like I just get in my head, and I like that mentality just shifts, and I'm just like, you don't need these. They don't define you. Now go to work. And like I just mentally push through, either maintaining or even trying to beat what I was doing on when I was on cycle.
Yeah.
And so that's my mentality going into it. Is just like, right, there's never zero risk. And so I just constantly talk to myself and remind myself that like you're not doing this for nothing. You're trying to get a pro card eventually one day, and
Yeah, you're holding yourself accountable
don't waste it.
to what you're doing.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I imagine that so many people hop on something like that without giving it their all, like expecting to just sit on the couch and not really do a whole lot and grow muscle and
Oh, you know what? You know what's funny?
hmm,
I've talked to like so many guys in our gym
yeah,
that
I
that
know.
I that I yeah, right, golden retriever. But I've talked to so many dudes that look like they compete, like
Mhm.
they have the physique, right? You could tell they're on gear, and they'll have open conversations with you. Like everyone's pretty open. Like nobody really is like, oh no, I'm natural.
It's
Like
just the
everybody,
culture.
everybody, everybody I talk to is just pretty transparent. Um, almost none of them are bodybuilders.
Like
There's
competitive bodybuilders.
competitive bodybuilders. Yeah. Like there's one other guy at our gym that I know that I talk to
Mhm.
that competes and, just competed a couple weeks ago. And but like so many other people are just like on gear just
Just
for
because
just cuz. Yeah, they just want to look good.
they just want to be big and jacked. They
Yeah,
want to scare off any potential male suitors from their daughters too.
that's right. Got to protect the family with intimidation.
Scare the shit out of those teenage
Yes.
boys.
Yep. Don't fuck around.
That's your dad? Holy shit.
What the
That's your
fuck
dad?
does Jesus? All right. I'm like, let me meet the guy.
It comes over and like you're cleaning your shotgun with your big giant muscles
Yeah.
at the kitchen table.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. But how do you feel coming off though? So you've been on for a while.
Yeah.
You feel you have this mentality of like, I'm going to do as much as I possibly can, which is the correct mentality to have, right? Don't waste a gym session. You don't just show up just to like do whatever and go
Mm,
home. Like you're maximizing every set, every rep, right? You're going as hard as you can.
mm.
Um, do you like how do you feel internally? Like are the PEDs, do you feel it like in your body? Like can you tell that it's in there?
Definitely with like performance in the gym, but there's other points like throughout, especially being on cycle. And I don't know if there's like a bro science term for it, but every once in a while, somewhere towards the end, like you just feel like shit, and like
Mm,
I don't know of like a good way to explain it and why it happens, and but for the few cycles that I've been on, at some point during I'll say in the middle or near the end, there's like a couple of days where I'm just like, fuck, like I don't know what it is, but it's just like not exhaustion, just like,
I
or
think you
maybe
need a deload. You haven't
maybe
taken a
and
deload.
and it could just be, yeah, it just could just be fatigue from just pushing yourself crazy hard, and then like
I think that's what that
no
is.
matter how much gear you do, there's just like no, that doesn't make a difference. Like you're just gonna hit like a fatigue wall, and you're like,
Yeah.
fuck.
Well, it's like the accumulative too, right? So
Mhm.
it's like I think the only point that my God, you've taken a deload at all in like the last year has been, I think, a vacation. But it
Mhm.
was like when we went on a cruise and they didn't have like a ton of shit in the gym. And that was like
2
well
years
over a
ago.
year ago.
Yeah, 2 years ago
And
now.
then I mean during like your peak week, because a great post show, you went right back into it. And your peak
Mhm.
week wasn't even, I mean, that was just your peak week protocol. It wasn't even like truly a deload, nor would I consider that to be a deload anyway, because your body is so run ragged at that point.
Yep.
But like, I think you need, but it's crazy to me that you don't take a deload week, like ever. I think you
Yeah,
need one.
I mean, I haven't really hit a point, and I've listened to a couple of like coaches that are influencers also online, and they've said along, something along the lines of like when you're not seeing you're having poor performance in the gym and everything else is
Mm,
like you're checking all the other boxes,
yeah.
then your body's just probably hit a fatigue wall, and you're just like you're overdoing it,
Yeah.
and you should be getting a deload, programmed in the following week or whenever it makes sense
Yeah.
to help your body just kind of act, readjust and recharge.
Yeah. For sure.
But yeah, I don't know. I haven't I haven't had one. So maybe it's like a PED fatigue, or maybe it's just truly just a overall just gym fatigue, just
I think that's what it
wearing
is,
down.
especially because you feel like you have something to prove with it, right? Like you want to maximize with it.
Yeah,
You're
you just don't want to
pushing
waste anything.
incredibly hard. And so I don't know. Because they feel like other people will say, like, PDs, you feel fucking great. But I don't know. I don't know if that's the common thing.
Yeah, like when I first like start a like cycle up, like I definitely have like there's like a kind of like a euphoric type of feeling. Um, but it's you get adjusted to the, and that becomes the norm, and like you don't have that anymore. So
Yeah.
it's like, but yeah, besides that, I just like towards the end, I'm just like, there's
Hmm.
always like a couple of days where I'm just like feeling like poopies.
Got it.
Yeah. Well, anywho,
So
so
this week I am traveling for work.
yes,
Um, I'm leaving. I'm leaving Tuesday. We could just gone like Tuesday through Friday. Like not. It's not like a long time, but it's annoying because I'm a homebody. I work from home. I've worked from home for like almost a decade.
Mm.
I'm a homebody. And I'm an introvert. It's
Indoor
very
cat,
peop- I'm
indoor cat is your
indoor
spirit
cat.
animal.
And so it's very people-y. So the company I work for, there's like a big convention. There's like 1,000 people. It's this like big thing. I've got to put on workshops and do all of these things. So it's like the days are just really, really long. And from what I'm looking at, our schedule has us at like the first thing at like 9 a.m. But then everything goes to like 6. And then there's like cocktails and dinner and like all this other kind of stuff. So you can't just like leave. It's like your 18-hour days. So I've trying to prepare myself not only for all of the peopliness that like my introverted self is like, it's exhausting, but then also trying to manage my workouts in those days. So I've looked it up. The hotel it gets a big like convention center kind of a hotel. I really wish hotels would do a better job of putting accurate, specific pictures of their gyms on their
Oh
website.
yeah, yeah.
Because you get like this like pulled back shot and you can see like a couple of yoga mats and like maybe like a bouncy ball thing
Some
and like
dumbbells.
some dumbbells and like a bench. But or like you'll see 30 treadmills, but like I want to be like, but do you have a squat rack? And or like what's your cable system look like? Do you even have one of those? Because or like they might only have free weights up to like 50 pounds. So it just helps me to prepare. What
Mhm.
am I walking into and what am I going to have to change? So I'm not super excited to have to leave my routine because I hate that. But the gym seems like it's like a pretty decent hotel gym. My leg days I'm worried about while I'm there. Like what am I gonna miss? So I'm gonna have to like make things up on the fly. If worse comes to worse, there is a gold like 15 minutes down the road. So I've already
Yep,
like looked that up.
yep. We already
But
have membership there, so
yeah, I feel like that's gonna be more of a pain in the ass because I'm gonna have such a small window to actually get to the gym, get any semblance of like a workout in, and then like get back and like get dressed and everything before actually going. So I think that the drive, like the half hour in the car would put me over the edge. So that's my big concern for the week.
I
Like
understand.
how am I going to get how am I going to get my gym in, and then I hope I can like move. I hate sitting all day. So I
Well,
have to figure
you
out how
you're
to get
pretty
my
ac
steps in.
yeah, that's right. You got the step challenge going on. When does that start again?
We kicked off on Thanksgiving. We're
Oh,
just
it
sort
started
of
already.
doing
That's right.
yeah, we're doing just like some just like fun like intro kind of stuff with the people in the group. We have about 60 people in the group, which is awesome.
That's a lot.
We're going to start our pre-week on this Monday. And then the following Monday is the actual like step challenge. So it's for 2 weeks. So yeah, we've got a good group of people in there.
Yeah, that's awesome. And we'll put a link to register if anybody's listening and is interested in joining.
Hmm.
Never too late, even though the event already started. We'll
Yeah.
have the link to the registration in the description below.
Yeah.
If anyone just interested.
Yeah. So it's a good friend of mine, Stephanie Kathman. She's like a form technical muscle engagement expert. We're kind of teaming up to run this 3-week group. Lots of information sharing, lots of challenges. She's amazing to see in actions. It's really fun to listen to her and watch her move. You've never seen somebody with as much control as her do anything. She's phenomenal. And then we're going to be raffling off, like some consults with her, with me, with you as prizes. So it's just a way of getting people to move a little bit more, set some intentions, learn a little bit, all before the end of the year, when a lot of people tend to start doing that stuff in January and fall off in December. So I have to figure out how to get my steps in while I'm there.
Yep.
Because I can't have her starting off the freaking month kicking my ass. So I got to figure it out.
Yeah.
I'll be in the one in like the back of like the convention hall, just pacing.
You're like, all right, everybody, we have a new.
That'll be me.
We have a new event. Everybody, get up out of your chairs. Conga.
I would totally do that with people. I totally would. What's so funny is like I walk and work. So I have the job that I have, I spend maybe like 50% of my time. Oh my gosh, even more than that, but in meetings. And most of my meetings are conversational. Maybe I'm attending just to learn a little bit more and I'm not like a super active participant. And then like another chunk of my meetings are like doing things on the computer, working one-on-one with people. Whenever I'm in a meeting where I'm not talking a lot, or it's just talking and I don't have to like do like a lot of typing or anything, I've got my cutting board desk that he made for me. It was like literally an $8 cutting board from IKEA. It's like 2 feet long. You bracketed that into the wall. I bought a $50 treadmill off of Facebook Marketplace, and I just moved my work computer over there. And so I'm walking. So it's funny is at work, because I don't work for a huge company. If I'm in meetings with people, they typically just see me kind of like moving and walking. So if I were to start like, okay, we're going to make this like a walking thing, like everybody walk, no one would even question it. Maybe I'm going to do that because that would be fun to do. And then get me moving more.
All right, everybody, before we start this topic, we got to get another 1,000 steps.
Let's go. Oh, I should totally do that. I'm going to do that. I think that's really funny.
Start walking around the hotel or the convention center. You're just
I'm leading a workshop.
Yeah.
And I think I'm going to do that. So like you go to like seminars and there's like, you split apart from like your big general sessions or whatever, and you do workshops. I'm running a workshop. I'm totally going to do that.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, just do a lap around the room at least.
Yeah. I'm going to make everybody do laps around the room. I have like a really shitty time spot. I'm at like 4:30 in the afternoon. No one's going to want to do it anyway.
Yeah. And if they're there, they're going to be nodding off.
For sure. Sitting in convention rooms all day.
Yeah.
But that'll be fun. So I'm bringing all my food. I will not be partaking in any hotel banquet food as much as like I might want to. I'm still on my SIBO protocol. So I'm entering in week 6. This past week, half of my things that I'm taking switched up. So different reactions this week, better reactions this week, which is good. I'm not so tender in the belly anymore. And a lot of that inflammation is going away.
That's good.
So I actually didn't do pictures and measurements this morning because I wasn't 100%. So I'm going to do them tomorrow and see where I am. I expect my weight's probably exactly where it has been, but food wise has been really challenging this week. Like 2 weeks ago, I was hungry like every day. This week, I've been struggling to finish all my food again. And so it's just like, I'm full. I have no appetite. Yeah. It's a pain in the ass.
Yeah. But you're, like you said, you're on the new phase of the SIBO protocol. So it's just like your body's just adjusting to all the supplements you're taking.
All the different stuff. Yeah. But it makes it kind of sad because a week from today, I start prep and I just want to stuff my face. It's like a final, let me eat the candy bars and let me eat the this, that, and the other. Right. Yeah. And I have no appetite for it. It sucked because like, I'm finding myself getting food fatigued, which isn't really normal for me because I tend to eat the same things all the time anyway, which is probably what landed me with SIBO anyway. But it's like some of the things I've been trying to add to like diversify my gut microbiome and optimize it are things like squash and potatoes. But I think I'm finding that right now I have such an aversion to anything really heavy,
Mm.
and I just don't want it. Like the heaviest thing I can eat right now is my white rice, but I'm not even finishing that every day.
Yeah.
And I don't have a big giant fucking rice pie of like 340 grams like you do. I'm eating like 60 grams a day. And it's like, I don't even want that.
Yeah.
So I don't know what's going on. Maybe it is just my body adjusting, like you said, to this new stuff, but I stopped buying squash because I'm just like, I just don't fucking want it. Stopped eating the potatoes. I've been jamming on some Rice Krispies. Oh my God, so good. Like protein, like a protein shake as milk. Oh my
Yep.
God. Because it's like, it fills me in the moment, but it's not sticking around very long.
Yeah, it doesn't mess with your stomach either, so it's like
Yeah.
works out.
Yeah. So Clarissa asked me this. I did like my typed up check-in. She asked me if I tried any foods this week, and I was like, well, I ate a whole wheel of cheese on
Yeah, Rebel cheese, the Rebel Brie,
on
so good.
Thursday. Oh my God, it was so good. Out of all of that thing, the Thanksgiving food, out of all of the fancy shit that I made, that the kids made, that you bought from fancy cheese places, I could have like two things. Although I way overate on fat because I had a whole goddamn wheel of cheese and it was
That's
really fucking good.
yeah, it was the best one for sure. And it's not because it was the only one that you could eat. Like it generally, like the Rebel cheese, the Brie is like so good.
Really
Um,
yummy.
yeah, and the other ones were pretty good too. But besides that, you got sweet potatoes and cornbread. You had some things.
Yeah, I had cornbread, sweet potatoes.
Cranberry.
I did. I love the cranberry sauce. It's so
Yeah,
good. Oh, the cranberry sauce. And then the brie.
and the Brie. Yeah,
So I didn't get stuffing or any of the other shit.
you had
The
pie.
good stuff.
You had pear pie. That was pretty
I
good.
did. I made pear pie instead of apple pie.
Yep.
Was it good?
Did you have pumpkin pie too or no?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
Because
yeah,
I made it.
yeah, you had some stuff.
I guess. But it's but I couldn't eat. I couldn't eat but just a few bites of everything though.
Yeah. Couldn't do the coleslaw or the stuffing and all that other
Like
stuff.
I didn't eat a lot of volume that day, but I ate a ton of fat that day. That's
Same.
okay. Same.
Same. So, well, that was kind of like your check-in.
Kinda. I start prep next week. There wasn't a whole lot of back and forth.
First show in April.
First show in April.
That's exciting.
Mm-hmm. Very exciting. My pro debut.
Debut. Pretty epic.
It is epic. I'm really excited. I guess if I'm gonna start prep, I might as well be adverse to actually eating any food. Like, fuck, I don't want to eat anyway. So
yeah, if appetite's not there, fuck it. Let's get shredded.
fuck it. I mean, might as well start early. Like,
yeah.
I can't have any fun eating anything right now.
Yep.
Fuck it. Let's get shredded. No, but I'm excited. I'm excited to start. We're gonna do a low and slow prep. Nothing crazy. It's gonna end up. We were going to be 18 weeks.
Is that what it is? I was going to say, does that next week, is that 18 weeks out?
It's 18 weeks out. But then they switched the date. So it's technically 19 weeks out, which is fine.
Perfect.
My first prep I did was 16-week prep. Then I think last year it's closer to 20. I'm not 100%. Maybe it was like 16 for the first show. But then they were like, I ended up being on prep for much longer, right? With all of the shows back to back. But what's really interesting is I started prep last year at 158 and I got down to my lowest was 127. It's like 30-ish pounds, right? I'm starting 10 pounds lighter than I was last year, which is exciting. So, I mean, think about it. Over 16, 18 weeks, last time have to drop 30 pounds. Time before that, about 25, 30 pounds. Now I only really have to drop like 20.
Right.
That's like a significant difference.
Yeah. I would say you're a lot leaner this time too.
I'm starting a lot leaner for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, 10 pounds leaner, right?
Sorry, I meant because but I think there's more, like you've put on muscle, which is
I think
like,
I've put on a good amount of tissue.
I don't think you're going to lose 20 pounds. I think you're going to lose less than that, but
We'll see. We'll see
because
what
I'm,
happens.
yeah.
When last year I looked the best. I looked like the fullest and like best at my first show. And my first show, I came in at 130.
Mm.
My final show is 127, and I looked the worst in that show. I was just so fatigued, and it was just like too skinny at that point. Like it just didn't look full anymore. So low and slow. So it gives us time to baby step down because coach does not do drastic drops. My guess right now, I'm going to predict it. I'm at like 2950-ish calories. My guess is she's going to take me to like 27. Like she's not going to do a drastic drop. And I'll stay there until I stop losing.
Yep.
That would be my guess. If she
Yeah.
took me down to 2500, that would be like, whoa, okay, we're starting, which would be fine. But that's my prediction for what I think she's going to do.
Yeah. Yeah. Because I mean, you've been kind of at maintenance now for maybe the past couple of weeks, right? Well, you've been
It's
eating
hard
less
to
than that
say,
though.
but
Yeah. Yeah.
it's
Your
really
appetite's been
hard
all
to
over.
say.
Mhm.
My appetite's been all over the place. 2 weeks ago, I overate my calories because I was feeling hungry
Mhm.
and I didn't really gain. So right now is a really tricky spot because of all of like the swelling and like the inflammation I've had in my gut. So it's just been it's hard to judge where I'm at. So, but I've been kind of hovering around the same number.
Yeah.
So we'll see. We'll see what happens, but it'll be low and slow. And when I drop weight, I'll drop for like 2 weeks and then nothing. And then like 2 weeks and then nothing. So it kind of goes like my charts look like a staircase.
Right on.
So we'll see.
Yeah.
Did you hear back from coach this week?
No, I did not yet. So, but check-in this week was I'm up 5 pounds. Went from 219 and change to now I'm 224 and change.
You're ridiculous.
And yeah, it's
You like just shut up.
And I did my measurements
You're fucking
today.
golden
And
animal.
yeah, I did my
Yeah, go
measurements
ahead. You did your measurements. What happened?
and saw
Your
increases
giant size.
obviously everywhere. Yeah. So I did measurements probably about a month and a half ago, roughly, and then just did them again this morning just to kind of see like where I'm at because this is the last week of the rebound. So we'll see, kind of like taking measurements at strategic points. And yeah, like 2 inches in the shoulders, 2 inches in the chest. Arms are up almost 1.5 inches. It's just got big all over, which
You
is
just got
awesome.
big. Yeah.
But we'll see when we taper down, like where the inflammation was. We'll measure again, and a lot of this could be inflammation, water retention. I think I'm going to lose a couple pounds for sure when I come home, start coming down.
Sure. But that's normal and that's to be expected, right?
Yeah, totally normal.
Yeah.
And but yeah, feeling good. 30 pounds for this rebound, pretty solid. I feel really good about that.
Yeah.
So
did you have I don't know if you noticed this a lot this week, but because of all the kids were off school, gym was packed with a whole bunch of like just young kids, bunch of teenagers, bunch of like college kids. Was it one of the college kids that called you a unit?
No, this is a full-grown adult man. Yeah, he was just another guy. He said that at one point he did compete, and then he kind of gave it up. But yeah, no, he just came over, and yeah, that was fun. Locker room, guys in the gym are just funny, and locker room talk is a thing. I actually got into a funny conversation with a couple of guys. They were just in the bathroom hanging out, just having a conversation, and then I know one of them, and was just kind of saying what's up after I went to the bathroom, and conversation just started up, and we kind of started spiraling, just kind of talking about PEDs, and then I don't know how we got onto the topic, but somebody was just like, yeah, Mastron, which is one of the compounds that I'm on. He was like, the guy was like, my sex drive is like crazy high. And he's like, it's like unbelievable. And then the other guy chimed in. He's like, yeah, when I was on Trend, sex drive was like through the roof. And and it was kind of funny. Um, I don't know who said it, but I think it was one of the other guys who were just like, yeah, my girls usually, you know, I get her going and get her off like 2 or 3 times, and then she's usually like tapping out, and then we were all like, yeah, same here. So it was kind of funny, just like dudes that are running gear just wearing girls out. um, but it's just like
Do men know? Do
funny.
men know that that's like is that like a commonly known side effect?
I mean, increased
Dude,
sex,
because that could be like your
in,
marketing tactic to the women, to like
yeah,
all the moms,
you want your dude to be
like
a stallion?
stallion.
Tell him to run gear. Um,
Is your man a two pump jump?
yeah,
Put him on gear today.
yeah. And then
Bing.
you just see the lady with like freaking exhausted. It's
Oh my
like
God.
I'm done with this. But yeah, that's funny guy locker room talk, which is just kind of like, and I'm only on like first name basis with like the other guys, but we're just like talk
Are
about
you on a last name basis with anybody?
no, but still.
Oh,
What I meant, it was like, we're just kind of acquaintances, right? We're not like, we don't hang out outside of the gym or anything. It was just
do you
like,
hang out with anybody outside of the gym?
no, Lex, jeez,
Okay.
Christ, why are you?
Well, because
No,
the way you're
I,
saying it, you're qualifying these people.
well, I'm just saying, like,
They're not like your regular gym people.
they're just like, they're not like close friends that you'd be having like a funny conversation like that. They're like,
But is that
it's,
all guys?
I think so. Yeah. I think guys are just like, yeah, fuck
Okay.
it, whatever. Like, they're pretty transparent. Like, or they're full of shit too. I don't know. But like, it was kind of funny. We were all like, yeah, same here.
Yeah.
Yeah. My girl's usually just like, all right, knock it off now.
God. I don't know that I've ever had a conversation in a locker room
Yeah, that's
with a woman that had anything to do with that. I think the last conversation I had in the locker room was like, "Oh, I like your bag.
what? Where did you get that bag,
Where'd you get
Maggie?
that bag?"
So cute.
I have had women. I've actually had multiple women in the gym talk to me about TRT, but I think that's so common for women of a certain age anyway. Right, because I'm talking to women that are, like, my-ish age or maybe, like, a little bit older, like, I'm not talking to, like, the 20-somethings in there.
Yeah.
So I've had women talk to me about that, and I'm like, "I can't relate, I'm not on anything." There's one woman at the gym, she's so sweet, but I don't think she believes that I'm natural, and I kinda think that that's funny.
Yeah.
I'm like, "Oh, thank you. Thank
Yeah, no,
you."
that's the best compliment, right?
It's a
It's like,
compliment.
for sure. Like, if you're natty and
It's
people
like,
think you're on
"You don't
gear,
think I can achieve this naturally? Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you.
thank
Thank you so much.
you.
Thank you."
Yep, here's my natural pro card.
I'll take that. Yep. Here's my it's piss tested
Yep.
multiple times for it. Yeah. Oh, speaking of, I think I have to renew my my memberships, my pro card memberships. I don't know how to
Right
do
on.
that. Yeah, that just popped into my head. All right. So good check in.
Yeah, so good check in.
What
Funny,
are your
funny
big
locker
wins
room
this
talk.
week?
Wins of the week. I think we already talked about it in the beginning of the episode, but up 5 pounds almost.
I love that your wins are always like, I gained 30 pounds. Yay.
yeah. I think 30 pounds for the whole rebound is like pretty epic. Squats are up. I've been loving
Yeah.
that. Yeah, and then we had like an awesome Thanksgiving dinner that you and the kids prepared. So that was just, those are my wins of the week. Just awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a good week.
How about you?
Yeah, I'll throw out there. I didn't work at all week, so I took the week off. The kids had off from school, and I had vacation time. I'm like, let me take this week off. I
Big win.
needed it to like just de-stress. Work has been stressful,
Yep.
and then next week traveling for work and gonna have really long days. I needed like my central nervous system needed the downtime because that was just like it was starting to get really bad. So that's my win. I feel very relaxed.
Good.
I feel chilled out. I didn't quite accomplish everything that I wanted to accomplish this week, but like that's fine. I'll take it.
Yeah.
The only other thing I wanted to do that I didn't finish is I've been working on creating this damn bikini for a really long time, and I've made it like 4 times because I keep fucking it up. and having to buy more fabric because he just like I'm following a tutorial, but I'm not a professional seamstress. Like I keep fucking up different things. And the tutorial keeps leaving very critical elements out or I'm trying to fucking figure it out. So I've made accumulative, I've made multiple bikinis at this point. But I'm very close. I have the top is done. It's not stoned, but like I've got to like put it on and make sure it's all connected and stuff. I've got most of the bottom done. I just have to do like a couple pieces and then I actually have to like connect it together. And that makes me nervous. So I didn't finish that. That's going to end up. That was supposed to be my off-season project. It is going to be my prep project.
Yeah. Well, now, yeah, keep you busy when you're hungry.
I know. And once I do it, I'll buy all the crystals and that'll be fun. And
Awesome.
I hope it doesn't look like shit.
Yeah. No, I think it's going to come up pretty good.
Win.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
I hope so. I hope you can't tell when the shitty ones from stage. I feel like you probably couldn't tell if they were shitty.
They're so sparkly. I don't know.
They're so sparkly. Like they're distracting how sparkly they are. I almost don't like it.
Yeah, I agree.
But it's the uniform.
Right. Cool.
All right. So that'll be it for this week.
Yes. Thanks for joining. I'll see you guys next week.